Kia ora, boys and girls. Well, it's the last children's story for the year. And it's a Christmas one. Mortimer's Christmas. And guess who this is? Mortimer. In a big house lived a wee mouse. His name was Mortimer. He dwelt in a dark hole under the stairs, as mice do. No one ever noticed Mortimer, and Mortimer liked it that way. But he didn't like his hole. Too cold, too cramped, too creepy, squeaked Mortimer. Every day he sneaked out and crept about, looking for crumbs and tidbits. One day, Mortimer spied something new. What he spied was wonderful. He saw a huge tree covered with twinkly lights. Nestled on top was a bright star. And something better even than the tree itself sat next to it on the table. Mortimer sighed with delight. A house! Just my size. It was a Christmas crib. But the house was so high and Mortimer was so low. I'll climb up the tree, said Mortimer. He made a perfect ladder for a mouse. There he is. Up, 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 Mortimer climbed, and down, 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 the ornaments crashed. Finally, he reached the table. Perfect, said Mortimer. Not cold, not cramped, not creepy. Cozy. But who are you? He said to the people there. Mortimer had never seen people so small, almost as small as himself, and he had never seen such strange animals either. Tap, tap, tap. Mortimer knocked. He's a very polite mouse. But no one answered. Tap, tap, tap. No one moved an inch. I see, Mortimer squeaked. You aren't real. You're only statues. And so Mortimer lugged and Mortimer tugged. One by one he dragged the statues out of the house. When he reached the smallest statue, he saw it was a baby. A baby in a wooden bed, just Mortimer's size. There's no room for you here, Mortimer said. Out you go. And then into bed crawled Mortimer, and he fell fast asleep in the soft, warm hay. The next day, as Mortimer crept about, he found good things to eat. Biscuit crumbs, fruit cake morsels, spicy peppermint sweets. Lucky Mortimer. And when Mortimer scampered back up to his new home, the statues were set up again. Goodness me. No, squeaked Mortimer, but this won't do. There's no room for me. And so Mortimer lugged and tugged until the statues were out. Now stay put, he said. Then into the bed crawled Mortimer. He fell fast asleep in the soft, warm hay. But each day, while Mortimer scurried about, the statues were set up again. Guess who's setting them up? And Mortimer always lugged and tugged them back out. Then one day, Mortimer set out and saw the big people gathered around the tree. He couldn't go out there, so he hid among the statues. A man started talking. Mortimer listened, and what he heard was wonderful. Since it's Christmas Eve, I shall tell the Christmas story, said the man. A long time ago in a little town called Bethlehem. Mortimer heard about people called Joseph and Mary, a bright shining star. Heard about shepherds watching their flock by night, and travelling wise folks. The man continued, and there was no room for them in the inn. Then Mortimer heard about a baby. The baby was born in a stable. Had no real bed, but slept in a wooden manger. A baby born to bring light to the world. The baby was called Jesus, said the man. Mortimer looked at the bright shining star on the tree, and he looked at his new home and his new bed, and he looked at the statues. Last of all, he looked at the baby. I see, sighed Mortimer. You aren't just any statue, you're a statue of baby Jesus. So Mortimer sniffed and snuffled, and a tear rolled down his furry cheek. There was no room for you in the inn, but I know where there is room, he said. And so Mortimer lugged and Mortimer tugged, and soon he dragged all the statues back to where they belonged. Last of all, he laid the baby in the manger. This belongs to you, he said. Mortimer smiled. You look warm and cosy now. Well, there was no place for Mortimer to go. He set back to that cold, cramped, creepy hole. As Mortimer scuttled back, he said, now that baby Jesus is a place to sleep, maybe I could have a home too. Then Mortimer spied something new. What he spied was wonderful. House just my size. No statues inside. So Mortimer moved right in. Thank you, baby Jesus, said Mortimer. You've made room for me too. He's in a gingerbread house, isn't he? Wonder how long that house will last from nibble to middle. Anyway, that's young Mortimer the Mouse's story. Do you think mice speak? Don't think so. But at Christmas, lots of creatures and things happen that don't usually happen. Everyone's given a voice. Certainly little wee mice are given gingerbread houses. So I hope you have lots of nibbles and lots of nice things to eat this Christmas time too. Blessings.